to everyone. My name is Brother I Am the Urban Explorer, and today's date is March the 19th, 2012. For the next few minutes, brothers and sisters, what I would like to talk about is some of the equipment that I carry when I do my urban exploration adventures. You know, if you think about firefighters, police officers, EMTs, and even construction workers and military personnel, they all carry different types of equipment with them. Tools that they utilize for their professions and careers. Well, urban exploration is no different, brothers and sisters. You know, some urban explorers carry vast amounts of equipment and tools, and some carry the minimum. Well, today, brothers and sisters, what I would like to talk about is some of the things that I personally carry on my adventures. Now, from time to time, some of my things that I carry may vary and some of them may change. And when I talk about carry on me and wear, I'm talking about such items such as boots. I'm talking about things such as utility knives, goggles, hats, flashlights. I'm also talking about even the packs that I carry and some of the clothing that I may wear on these urban exploration adventures. The first thing that we're going to start off with, brothers and sisters, is some of the things that are on this little small table here. Up in the top left-hand corner, I carry rope with me. The reason why I carry the rope, brothers and sisters, is because I never know what type of situation that I may have to encounter. I may encounter where I might have to do some climbing, or I might have to pull something out of the way, or either maybe I might have to use it to help somebody out of a situation, such as out of a tight jam or tight spot. So it's very important that you carry rope with you, a good sturdy rope. I'm not talking about the dollar store stuff either. The other things that I carry, brothers and sisters, is flashlights. I carry various different types of flashlights. This one right here is a headlamp. You put it around your head and you wear it on the front of your forehead. Also, I carry little flashlights. And by the way, all these are battery operated. And then I got my power lamp here. And this one right here can light up a whole room when it's fully charged up. Now, the one thing I want to say about flashlights, brothers and sisters, is that flashlights can range anywhere between a couple of dollars all the way up to $100 or more, depending on the brightness and how sturdy you want the flashlight to be. It's all up to your personal preference. Another thing that I carry and I wear on me or with me is my safety goggles. Safety goggles are very important because your eyesight is one of the most precious things that you got to try to preserve. Now, goggles, brothers and sisters, they range anywhere between $1 all the way up to a couple of hundred. All the way up to maybe $20 or $30, depending on what you're looking for. Now, this thing right here is my dust mask. I carry these and I wear these in the different types of environments that I go into. Now, some of the environments that I've been into, brothers and sisters, I've been in old houses. I've been in old churches, abandoned, by the way. I've been in old abandoned schools, abandoned factories. I've been in many types of structures, brothers and sisters, apartment buildings, you name it. Now, the reason why I wear all this stuff is because, for one, I want to preserve my eyesight, and I like to protect my lungs because, you never know what you might encounter from all the dust that's floating around. You might run into a building that has fire damage, smoke damage, and you don't want them particles to get into your throat. Then there's other situations where I've gone into structures where there's been insulation from pipes, pipes that has been torn down, and a lot of that stuff has asbestos in it. Then you got lead particles and other types of things that are in the air. Gloves. Very important once again. Depending on the type of environment that you're going in, brothers and sisters, I recommend that you take gloves with you. Now, me personally, I like the neoprene gloves. With the neoprene inside the palm and around the fingers. And then the other reason why I like these gloves, brothers and sisters, is because my hands get a chance to breathe. Now, besides those gloves, I also wear medical gloves underneath. Now, these right here are not latex. These are some other type of material. And the reason why I wear these underneath, brothers and sisters, is because these gloves are not waterproof. And I wear these underneath because, as I stated before, I don't like my hands to get wet. And I don't like for them to get dirty. And then plus I like these gloves also because of the flexibility issues of me holding a camera or having to pick up something and grab something. Great grip on these right here. Some of the other items I carry, brothers and sisters, is a small first aid kit. You know, in urban exploration, you might run across a situation where you might scrape or bruise or scratch yourself. So, you know, you got to have that on your hand so you can clean up the wound or clean up the scratch or the abrasion or whatever. I carry alcohol with me, and also I carry iodine. And then also I carry other little things such as aspirin or ibuprofen. And then I carry bandages also. Because like I stated before, if it's 1 or 2 or 3, you always got to be prepared. And that's one thing I always say too. Learn first aid as much as you can on how to treat your fellow explorers, or you know, you might run across a homeless person who's injured. Some of the other things I carry, brothers and sisters, besides in the first aid kit, I carry waterproof tape, and I carry gauzes too. You don't see them here, but I carry those also, and I carry like little types of gels to put over the wound. And that's the reason why I carry these gloves also, is because you never know what the situation might entail, and that's the reason why I wear the goggles and the glasses also. Anytime I go into an environment, I always have God with me, and I carry my Bible with me, and I always say a prayer anytime I go into there. And then too, like I said before, you never know who you might run into. You know, you run into a lot of people now who are down on their luck. You know, may have lost a job, may have lost a family member, may have lost a career, may be facing some type of abuse, either from the system or facing it from, you know, a loved one or a family member. So, you know, you got to give people some type of spiritual encouragement. I carry a pad with me. The reason why I carry the pad, brothers and sisters, is so I can jot down, the pen and pad is so I can jot down the places that I go, the people that I meet, the things that I may see, and then too also to write little notes along the way of things to watch out for. So this is very important that you carry one of these with you also. Now when you carry this and all this other stuff that you carry, make sure you put it in waterproof bags. Another thing about the batteries too, brothers and sisters, you always want to make sure that your batteries are fresh. And you want to check your equipment from time to time. Make sure that the light bulbs are working. Making sure that your rope is doesn't have any tears in it. And then you also want to make sure with your first aid equipment, you want to make sure that it's dry and usable. I always carry a couple of dollars on me. The reason why I carry the dollars on me, brothers and sisters, is because you never know. You might run across that person again, as I stated before, who's hungry, who might need a couple of dollars to get something to eat. And, you know, it goes a long way with the money. That's very self-explanatory. Also carry your communication device, such as your cell phone. Now, a word about cell phones. Make sure that they're charged up. And make sure that you can get a signal, depending on the type of structure that you're going into. Because I've been in old factories, brothers and sisters, and you lose your signal. So you got to make sure that it's fully charged up and make sure that you can get a signal. And then also let your loved ones know where you are at all times. Then also, in case you might have to call 911. A couple other items that I carry. And this is just only some of the items that I carry, brothers and sisters. My cameras. I always carry 1 or 2 cameras with me. And this one right here, I'm not going to tell you the brand, but, you know, for all of you out there that are into videography, you probably know which one it is. Make sure that your battery is recharged up, and you also want to check your SD cards. You want to make sure that you don't have anything of importance on there. You always want to, you know, I like to carry blank cards and make sure that they're functioning. I like to format them from time to time, and then also making sure that they're in their little plastic cases. A couple other things that I carry, brothers and sisters. I like to carry utility knives. Now, the utility knives are used for utility purposes only. But if it comes down to using them for self-defense, I will. The best utility knives or multi-tools to buy, in my opinion, is either Gerber or Gerber, however you pronounce it, G-E-R-B-E-R. I think it's pronounced Gerber, or Leatherman. Now, these brothers and sisters range anywhere between $30 and $40 all the way up to a couple of $100. It's very important that you have that tool. And when I talk about multi-tool, brothers and sisters, I'm talking about one that has a knife, has a little saw, bottle opener, screwdriver, flathead, and Phillips screwdriver, and also pliers. So that's something else that you want to keep in mind whenever you do your urban exploration. Now, we're going to come to, brothers and sisters, something else that's very important that you should carry with you. A pack of cheap cigarettes. Now, me personally, I don't smoke, but the reason why I carry the cigarettes with me, brothers and sisters, is because you never know the type of people that you might run into, and you can get a lot of favoritism, or a lot, I don't want to say favoritism, but you can get a lot of you can break the ice with cigarettes, and you carry a lighter with you too, because you know, like I stated before, you never know the type of person you might run into. As far as my footwear, I either like to wear work boots or either hiking boots. The reason why is because the hikers and the work boots are like high top, and then they're good for stability and support, and then great traction. Then, like I stated before, you don't want to be wearing no like gym shoes or running shoes or dress shoes in these type of environments, because you never know what you might be stepping on. Now, this backpack right here, brothers and sisters, is a little inexpensive backpack. I paid about maybe $35 or $40 for it. And this is a hydration pack. The hydration pack, brothers and sisters, is designed so you can have instant access to water. And this one right here carries about 1.5 gallons of water. Roughly about 72 ounces of water. And you got to stay well hydrated whenever you are in these type of environments. And then another thing you want to look for too is you want to look for a lot of pockets. And then there's a certain way that you can pack these bags. You don't want everything to be scattered and thrown into your bag. You want it to be packed, so you have easy access to everything and put everything back in its original spot. Now, these other two items that I wear, brothers and sisters, from time to time, depending on the weather, the climate, the environment. Me personally, I like long sleeves because, as I stated before, you know, if you're going to be doing a little climbing or going through certain types of things, you want to make sure that your arms are covered. And then also, I always wear a hat. And the reason why I wear the hat is very self-explanatory, because I don't want my head to get dirty, and then in case you come in a situation where there's like little insects or spiders or whatever. And I also like to wear hoods also, because I don't want nothing to get down my neck. And then also, brothers and sisters, another great investment for the urban explorer is the utility vest. Now, these are very inexpensive. They range anywhere between $20 all the way up to a couple of $100, depending on what you're looking for in the style and durability. Now, this one right here, brothers and sisters, has many pockets with zippers, and you got little button-up pockets. You can carry your pens, your pads, little first aid kit, carry your little utility knives, flashlights, and the whole shebang. Then also has a utility pocket on the back. Now, another thing I carry, brothers and sisters, for protection is I carry my little trusty 3.5-foot staff. And the reason why I carry this is because it's good for, like, when you are going into an environment you're not sure about the surface. You can tap on the surface, see if it's solid, see if it's going to support your weight. And then, too, it's also good for, like, if you run across critters, such as wild dogs and things of that nature. You always want to keep that distance. You want to keep a distance between you and whatever you run across. And then, too, it's just a good deterrent. And I made this one myself. Well, anyway, another thing I want to talk about real quick, brothers and sisters, while I'm on this very topic, is that you use safety first and use common sense anytime you are going into one of these environments. And also, another thing I like to tell a lot of brothers and sisters too is whenever you go in these type of environments, don't take no drugs or alcohol with you, and always have a sober mind when you go into these type of environments. But I'm gonna get into that at a later date on another installment of talking with Brother I Am Broke about urban exploration myself. And until next time, this is Brother I Am Broke, the Urban Explorer, and I'm out of here. Peace.